Broncos country, what is going on? Are you kidding me? The Broncos signed A.T Perry from the New Orleans Saints to their practice squad. This is a move that's going to be underrated, that's going to fly under the radar with a lot of NFL fan bases, NFL fans. But I think this has big time payoff potential. And I'm going to get into why I think that. Y'all be sure to let me know your thoughts on A.T Perry signing with the Denver Broncos practice squad in the comments. Be sure to smash that like and subscribe here on YouTube as well as on Facebook. Go find us on Facebook. But let's go ahead and get into it. I mean, we have been struggling, guys, to have some outside weapons for Bo Nix. I think I think if you're not missing Tim Patrick right now, you're in the minority on the fan base. Was it worth moving on $1.5 million saved from him right now? But this provides the opportunity for A.T. Perry and still for Vele, who has come back from that rib injury. Maybe it was a fractured rib or something like that. But one of these guys, can one of these guys just be our Marques Colston, please? That's what I want. Can just one of these guys hit? And if both of them hit, oh man, are we playing with house money? Because when we take a look at the RAS score here for A.T. Perry, coming out of Wake Forest, he was a sixth-round pick of the New Orleans Saints last year. They invested a sixth-round pick in this guy. And guys, 6'3", okay? 6'3", 205 pounds, 4.47 yard, 40-yard dash. And you can see that RAS score, very, very impressive here, guys. So, and as wonderful height, weight he's added onto that now. But broad jump, 9.86 in the combine. Composite speed grade, elite. So not only is he 6'3", lanky, rangy, but elite speed. You see in the 3-cone did very well as well. So I think he's got good explosion. And oh yeah, that's what the RAS score, the relative athletic score reflects. That he's got good explosion and good agility, but elite speed and fantastic size. 9.5 or 9.25 hand size is good too. So this is a guy that just needed some development. And with the Broncos, I mean, they brought him in. Let me go over here. With the Saints, rather, they brought him in under Pete Carmichael, who was the offensive coordinator last year. So Sean Payton disciple. And I think with the change in offensive coordinator with Clint Kubiak, maybe it just wasn't the right fit. He wasn't being active this year in 2024, which was kind of a surprise to New Orleans Saints fans from what I've seen on YouTube. And last year, 18 targets, 12 catches, 4 touchdowns, like a big time red zone threat, a big time, down the field playmaker. And I think that while Cortland Sutton is, I think, a very valuable piece this year, depending on how A.T. Perry and Vele kind of come along, this could very well be a replacement player for somebody like Cortland Sutton here in the future. But I would not overlook this move. This guy is already in the system. He already knows the playbook to some extent because of working with Pete Carmichael in New Orleans last year. And now Pete Carmichael's here as one of the coaches, and he's going to be in a system in which I think is going to bring the best out in him. Sean Payton loves these big wide receivers that also got speed. So I love it. I would love to see him on the field as well as Vele too, guys, because when you look at his RAS score, 9.52 right here, Vele this year. And remember, A.T. Perry was 9.62. So just a little bit different. So very, very interesting. And actually his RAS score might have gone down because I think we did see some agility testing put in here later on, but I think he still had a grade over 9. But Vele as well as A.T. Perry, these guys are built in that same mold. Got speed, got size. Both of them can block, no doubt about it. And so hopefully this change of scenery for A.T. Perry really ends up serving him well. This was a guy that I was a fan of in the draft. And again, paying attention to him because of like dynasty fantasy football. But this is a player that needed a little bit of time. And for some reason, New Orleans, whether I don't know why, but I would just imagine it's just with Clint Kubiak coming over. They just want to do something different. And A.T. Perry's now going to a situation with coaches that believe in him, that were part of drafting him. And he already knows that system to a degree working with Pete Carmichael. So I think he's going to have a faster ramp up period than maybe a normal guy just signing on the practice squad that isn't familiar with this system. So this is great. Bo Nix potentially could have two guys that run 4-4 that are 6'3, 6'4 each on the team. I really, really, really do love this move. And maybe at some point, I can start highlighting him on some of the film breakdowns. So, y'all let me know what you guys think about this. But I love this. This guy, we've been talking about in post games how the Broncos need some more playmakers for Bo Nix. Now, don't get me wrong. I still want us to go out and make a trade for a big time proven playmaker. But this is another move that I love. I love because this guy is still full of potential, full of upside. He's Marques Colston until he's not, to me. Right? That's what I was saying on Twitter. Until he proves to me he's not Marques Colston, man, this guy's the next Marques Colston, baby. I love it. We're gonna riz him up, no doubt about it. Welcome to the Broncos, A.T. Perry. Absolutely love it. So, guys, again, let me know what you guys think in the comments. And I did want to say, this is going to be interesting, man. If Luke Wattenberg as well as Alex Palczewski don't play, whoops, we might see, Matt Pert out there, which, could be interesting. I know that we just signed our tackle, our swing tackle last year. Um, Got to find his name because I'm always forgetting it. To the practice squad, and he might get some time this year. Broncos, let me look that up real quick. Yes, Cam Fleming, who started a ton of games for us last year. He's going to be on the team, on the practice squad, and he very well could be elevated, I think, here very, very shortly. It was nice to see Frank Crum get out there, but right now, Frank Crum just needs to be in the weight room learning NFL football. Like, I don't want to put him in a really high pressure scenario, him being a high priority UDFA rookie. Just allow him time to develop, like we saw with Alex Palczewski last year. And now you see that, man, this guy can really play, having a red shirt year of development, so to speak. And he was a UDFA from Illinois. So I think Frank Crum's on that plan, but love to see Cam Fleming signed again. This was somebody that I really wanted to see signed back because I was unsure if Matt Pert was better. And it's encouraging to see that Matt Pert held his own last game against the Raiders. But it never hurts to have somebody coming back that has at least been okay and serviceable to a degree in that role. So that's something that we're going to have to keep an eye on, as well as center with Luke Wattenberg. Is Alex Forsyth going to play this week? He does have prior experience being Bo Nix's center, uh, and Bo Nix's second to last year, his first year at Oregon. So we'll just have to see. Again, y'all, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Welcome to the Broncos, A.T. Perry. I'm a huge fan of this. Let's see him get some playing time along with Devon Vele. Let's get our athletes on the field. I'll be back later. Sorry I'm a little late this week with the all 22 type stuff, but that stuff is coming. Go Broncos.